Joy, back with another video. I am so excited to be here with you. You guys just warm my heart, the positivity. You guys have shown me the love, the wonderful comments, the prayers. Lord knows I need prayer. Yes, I do. Yes, sir. So I know you know what I'm eating. Maybe you do, maybe you don't. So this is macaroni cheese. I made a small little dish for me. I made a small one just for me. And this is baby back ribs. I like my ribs naked. I don't want barbecue sauce on my ribs because you know I make everything good. And the flavor is fantastic on my ribs, okay? And baby, you didn't try my collard greens, okay? Good. Good. Child, they good. They'll make you slap somebody's mama. And you don't need anything extra. Oh, they good, child. Good. So I made a huge batch of collard greens a while ago. And I wasn't wasting my greens. I put them right in the freezer. So I defrosted them today. And the flavor is even more powerful than the first day I made them. And so, and my macaroni cheese, I made the macaroni and cheese with sharp cheddar cheese, Monterey Kobe Jack cheese, Gouda cheese, and a little bit of mozzarella cheese. I usually don't put mozzarella, but I put in a little mozzarella cheese. My ribs are good. I said I was going to show you how I make my ribs, but I don't know what happened, y'all. But before I get into this food, make sure you hit the like button. Please hit your post notifications so you're notified the next time I upload a crazy video, because you know my life is filled with chaos, child. This is the channel where I'm learning how to make lemonade out of my lemons. And that's what life is about. And that's what I'm doing, because it's not far from perfect. Boop, 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 boop. So, I do talk with my mouth full. Yes, somebody pointed that out. Yes, you did. Yes, you did. Because you know I have so much to say in this brain of mine that I don't eat all my food, enjoy my food before I start talking. So if you don't like that, just click off now. And if you are just not a happy person, click off now. And you just want to be here and be miserable and throw your shade, click off now. So, let me get into this dish. I am hungry. Oh my gosh. So good. Let me go for my, I don't know what to go. The greens are just the bomb. They're the bomb. So let's see. And then here we have Bertha. Bertha's in the house. I don't got no song. I'll come up with one. I gotta write my stuff down. Okay. Look at these greens, child. And I already did a video on my greens, okay? So these are my greens. Not everybody likes greens. Ooh, baby. Baby. Oh my God. The flavor. I'm all about flavor. Let's see this rib. Let's see if we can. And I really want to show you guys. It's just falling off the bone, so it's not going to stay on the bone, child. It's fall off the bone good. That's when you know something good. When your stuff just comes off, slide off the bone. Look, slid off the bone. That's how you know it's good. No, you know how you know something's good? You don't want to add barbecue sauce to it. That's how you know something's good. No barbecue sauce necessary. Slid off the bone. Just slid off the bone, child. Barbecue sauce not necessary. Tastes like butter. See how that just all came off? Slid off. Oh my God. I really wanted to show y'all. I think the kids got on my nerves, huh? Oh my God. I'm like, you want to add barbecue sauce to that? Let's see. Macaroni cheese. It's still a little hot. Look at that. And I let it try to crisp on the top. Oh! Why y'all let my stuff fall everywhere? I'm trying to give y'all a first bite. Let's see. Let's see if it's good. The flavor on that. So I only added mozzarella cheese to my little dish, not the big dish. So I made a big pan of macaroni and cheese. So, that's good. And it has lots of flavor. I like it. And I've made my macaroni and cheese for y'all too. You know I make everything good. Everything is good. Baby. Oh my God. That's so good. And I like a little combo. Let's see if we can get some ribs up on there. Come on. Come on, Cletus. Come on. So we got macaroni and cheese, ribs, and collard greens. So we got a little bit of everything on that bite. I like to put a little bit of everything. Like I said before in another video, some people don't like their food to touch. Let me know if you're one of those people who don't like their food to touch. Thank you, Jesus. You know what the only thing is missing here? Really?
Yeah.
Candy yams. Because it'll give it a little sweet to all of this good savory. And I'll do candy yams from the can. No bueno. Did I do a video on my candy yams? So around Thanksgiving time, I'm going to redo a lot of my videos so you guys have well in advance to make you some phenomenal dishes for Thanksgiving, okay? Oh my God. You ever wanted some macaroni and cheese? Because it's like the good old comfort food. This is what this is. Like you just want macaroni and cheese. You just want a carb overload. That's what you want. I wanted some yesterday, but I didn't feel like going to the store. And it was raining too. No thank you. And let me tell you this. Hold on, calm down. So, somebody said I should stop talking with my mouth full. I kind of get that a little bit. I'll work on it. Seriously. Woo! And I got watered down soda. That's what that is. The vanilla Coke. Orange vanilla Coke. But ready to take another bite. What was I gonna say? I done forgot. I didn't even take a thumbnail. So so I don't know if how many of you are on my main channel, Only in Bazzle's World. But on that channel, I went and got my little nose pierced. I did my little nose pierce, you see? And baby, I hit that sucker today. Ooh, it hurt. These greens, the bomb. The bomb. The ribs, the bomb. Cause what? You better Google me, boo. Merch coming. The merch is coming. You better Google me, boo. So it doesn't really, like I said before in another video, just in case you knew and you just now tuning into my chaos, where I make lemonade out of my lemons. It doesn't literally mean Google you. Although if you cared to Google me, you could. Google me, boo. Find out. You want to find out, boo? Find out. Anyway. It means like, you better find out, boo. I'm not the one. What did you think? But Google me. You know? So, it's however you want to interpret it and how you use it in your Ebonic sentence.
Oh, yeah, that account's really good. That account's calling good. I like that account a lot.
But I will say today, those students worked my nerves today. Not in a bad way, but they weren't engaged. They're so into their phones that they're losing sight of the bigger picture. We have 4 more days left of summer school preparation. But it's like they don't get it. They don't get the severity of, you didn't pass your state standardized test. And if I see you don't try, you're not trying, then it's up to the discretion of the teacher. Whether you repeat the same grade or you don't. So, anyway, my new school, the school that I set up all of the Amazon wish list. So please, there's still things on there that you can donate to the classroom. I'm trying to create the ultimate YouTube subscriber inspired dream classroom that's focused on allowing kids to learn the way that's best for them and not the way that's best for the teacher. And I'm super passionate about alternative seating. What if a child doesn't feel like sitting in the seat because they have an attention span problem? Maybe they want to stand up. Who am I to say you can't stand up? If at the end of the day we're getting the same results and you were able to focus better on an exercise ball, at the stand-up desk, or on the bike. I have 4 bikes and it has a desktop to the bikes. I have an under desk elliptical where you just pedal. You pedal. Who am I to say you can't use that stuff? So I also think allowing children the power of choice until you abuse it. You know, we'll come up with the expectations and procedures to use the alternative seating options. But who am I to say you can't stand up because you're too fidgety or you having focusing problems? I don't like that. Because not all children learn the same way. So I got the first delivery today from Sassy. When I went to the post office, I almost started crying. Those of you who know me know I'm a crybaby too. So I'm super excited. Thank you, Sassy. And so I got an email from my new school telling me when I replied to the email, it was like, oh, we are out on summer break or something. I'm like, wait a minute now. I need to get up in that school. I need to sign some contracts, okay? I didn't sign a contract. I didn't sign a contract. And she told me, you know, what the summer reading was. But my first week of school, I have designed a full program. And it's not based on lessons. We're not doing lessons. We're getting to know me. I'm getting to know you. You do the getting to know you activities. I have a huge job fair with the kids actually interview for their positions. Yes, they do. And I may go as far as having them dress up. How to speak to someone in a professional manner. Yes, you know, I can be a little ghetto, but I know how to turn it on and turn it off. Come on now. So I teach them that, how to look someone directly in the eye, how to give a firm handshake, the procedures on what the expectations are on a class, and then I do a room tour. This is all part of the first week. I do a room tour, how to use the alternative seating in the classroom, and what to do, what not to do, because it's not a jungle gym. And once you start to abuse the privilege of having this phenomenal classroom, you lose your privilege. And there have been some cases where I started to take my stuff home. I started taking it home little by little, and then there are other cases where I'll put a close sign on it. And it's closed. And if I see you starting to play with the stuff and you're losing focus, you can't use that item anymore, because what you're going to do, you're going to learn how to respect the items, respect the things that you helped me get into the classroom, and not take advantage of it. So, you know, so we go through all those, and it takes about a good week. How do you hand in paper? How do you throw away trash? Do you just jump up out of your seat? No, you don't. I even have a slide on how do you cough? How do you sneeze? There's a way to do those things without spreading your germs everywhere. How do you go to the bath? I have a slide for everything. How do you blink? Then there was a slide, because I worked at really strict behavior schools. Kids who get kicked out of school and sent to me, I work with those. Ankle monitors, court cases, and rap sheets. I work with those, and I love them all. And I have a slide for everything. Everything. I have the job fair is awesome. And also during that first or second week, I do a huge book tasting. I set up the room. I come in a big ball. I dress up for that, honey. A big ball gown skirt and a little top hat. I do the thing. I just love it. So my other big thing is the job fair, which is a huge event, and my book tasting is a huge event. I totally transform the room. We have place settings. We learn about different books. I have a book trailer. Like you have a movie trailer, I do a book trailer. So I want kids to read books that they want to read, not books that I'm just saying, you know, throwing them down your throat. Of course, there are probably some books that the state wants them to read, whatever. But I want you to read. I want you to find reading enjoyable. I want reading to be fun, because for me, based on, some of you know my background history, some of you don't. I was surrounded by drug addiction, crime, all sorts of things. So my escape as a little girl was reading. Girl, Harlequin romance books, that was my thing. I wanted somebody to come through my window on the 4th floor in Brooklyn and just take me away. Calgon, take me away. Little Mr. Man, take me away. I did. I was the Harlequin romance queen. Yes, I was. You better Google me, boo. Well, I want them to find that same passion for reading, because words are so amazing. They can bring out so many emotions in you and feelings. And you just like, I'm getting a hot flash. You better Google that book, boo. And I read one book, but I do listen to books every single day. I don't have as much time to sit there and read a book and turn the pages of a book, which I love. So I listen to audiobooks because I'm always driving. I would rather listen to an audiobook than music, which is terrible. I like it that sometimes I was like, wow, he weaved those words together phenomenally. Let me write that down. I don't want to forget how he put those words together. I just love words. I look at words as art. And so I forgot what I was going to say, but I just love words. I love reading, and I want to instill that same passion in the students I teach. So I was told in the email that school starts. This is where I'm getting nervous. Oh, my battery is running low. I'll be back. Let me get this last bite, okay? Before I go change my battery, so calm down. Remind me what I was talking about. The email from the school. I probably need to write a note to myself. Let me write a little note, because I'll forget from here to going to get my extra battery. Email from school. Yeah. Check mark. Don't forget. Okay, I'm back. I'm a little crooked though. So, the email from school. So I got an email, and they was like, oh, so, you know, this is what we're doing. These are the people. This is your team. The others, I'll be doing 7th grade. And see, here's the thing with 7th grade. You have to do 2 state standardized exams. Not just reading, you know, I'm an ELA teacher, but I have to do reading and writing, which is fine, which is totally fine. So I'm like, okay. And so you have to teach both reading and writing to prepare them for 2 exams. I think that it should be 2 different classes. So the focus could really be, you know, one class is straight writing, and the other class is straight reading. Because what happens if you are just 6th grade or 8th grade, you're only taking a reading, you both getting the same amount of time. So 6th grade just taking a reading, 8th grade just taking a reading test. Let's just say the class is an hour, but then you have 7th grade, they have to take a reading test and they have to take a writing test, and you only get an hour. You see what I'm saying? You see? So it's like they're preparing for 1 test, but 7th grade is they're preparing for 2 exams. Or maybe they, ooh, get out of here. Or maybe they should have a longer class. So have to manage, so it's about time management as well. And that's like that wherever, no matter what school in Texas. You gotta take 2 exams, reading and writing. Oh well, work it out, teacher. Make sure you manage your time well. So then they was like, okay, you're gonna have 3 7th grade level classes, which will be a change because I've always had lower level classes, you know, that like they're not on level. So let's just say you're in a 8th grade, but you're on really a 5th grade level or 6th grade. So it'll be, you know, a change to have kids who are on level. So they said that I'll have 3 classes that are level, and then I'll have 3, so I guess I'll have 6 classes. And then I have 3 classes that are pre-AP. So I ain't never taught no pre-AP. This is gonna be refreshing. The exchange and dialogue and ideas, and it's not gonna be quiet. I am quite excited. So even today in class, I was like, come on, you have to think. Don't overthink it. It's what you see here. What was this passage about? Crickets. I'm like, don't overthink it. What did you just read about? What was this passage about? How containers are made. Right. So that's me. That's all it was about. Don't overthink it. So it was like pulling teeth today. And then as a teacher, sometimes we get frustrated because I'm like, you're not trying. Like, do you have a thought? Can you think? What's clouded? You know, and then people were coming back from the weekend, and a few kids said that they didn't get home. They went away. So I had a few excuses. So let's see how it goes tomorrow. But I was getting frustrated that, I mean, it was just quiet. So today, I think was the first day probably in my teaching career that I really got frustrated. Because I'm like, dude, come on. If you're going to do this when it's exam time, what are you going to do? Just sit there and just look at your exam? So tomorrow, That's okay. And so as a teacher, I don't want to keep talking to y'all about teaching. The most important part of your day is actually reflection. So tomorrow, we'll start a new day, see what the energy is like, and then they only have 3 days left before the big exam. So I'm full. I'm gonna save this. I don't want to be too full, because I want to do some editing for you guys. But this was phenomenal. So happy y'all done clicked off already. So, and I know I told this story already. This is my last story before I go, okay? Seriously, so calm down, okay? And I told this story already. I'm pretty sure I did. Oh well, we got new people here. Y'all gonna hear it for the first time. So there was this little girl. This is good though, oh my God. Macaroni is it's not as hot anymore. But the flavor, the thing with macaroni, when you make macaroni and cheese, you have to overcompensate with the flavor. You have to add more flavor because the pasta has 0 flavor. And so once it all mixes together, it's a good balance. So you have to, and I'm making cheese sauce first. And this is a good batch. Damn, this is good.
I've seen anybody with OG
There's macaroni. So to be exact, this happened last week. Ooh, my camera's sliding somewhere. This happened last week. I'm full, y'all. You good though. I'm good. There's this little girl, and even though the turmoil that I'm going, it's bad. It's really bad. You know, I'll let y'all know. But I'm like, it could be worse. Whatever, it could be worse. But I still believe that everything in life happens for a reason. So, some of you already know. My first 2 years of teaching, I worked at the behavior school for like the toughest kids in that district. They're sent to my school, and we still got to teach them the best way we can. And so I learned the hard way. I had the toughest of the toughest, and I did that for 2 years. Then I and I followed my principal. Then I went to another school, and I could have stayed there forever, but the school was really far. It was far. It was a long drive, and it was a pay cut. And it was a facility, children taken away by CPS until their family members, or not, or they get adopted. So they lived with a temporary family until whatever change happened in life. So it could be kids who have been abused, numerous things, or things that their parents have done. Parents could be under the influence. I don't know, numerous situations, and we don't always know. And I sometimes I didn't want to find out. So I worked there for a year, but it was just too far. And then my next school was a boys and girls children's home, where these kids have dealt with a lot. So when I think about my own situation, what they have been through does not compare. My situation does not compare at all. It's not good, okay? So, and that's the school that I left to be at this traditional school setting, which this school is tough too. But it's my first time at a traditional school. I just felt as though I owed it to myself to try a traditional school, and I like it. So that's why I'm really excited about this new school. So I haven't been at this school long, but I'm I'm really excited because I'll be starting at the beginning of the year. I'll have a team to work with, you know, because I've always been the only English teacher, the only one at the school. So it's been lonely. So it'll be a group of people that I work with. It won't just be by myself. And sometimes I need that because I need it. I'm guessing from being at this school. Anyway, so there was this little girl, and I told you this story, some of you this story already, but just follow me. Everything in life happens for a reason. So there's 3 parts of the day: the beginning, the morning, the afternoon, and let's just say the evening. So it's 3 parts of the day. So the first part of the day, I'm on duty. I'm crooked again. This thing keeps sliding. So I'm on duty in the morning. The kids haven't been in class, and this little girl, her messy mouth. You want to invest in some soap. And I love this story so much, so that's why I'm probably telling again. So, and I was like, you know, does your mom know you talk like that? And she was like, no, I'm in the system. I was like, she shut me down real quick. Okay. So, and I kept saying, all the kids know I was like, language. So I guess she got tired of me saying that. So she went into the gym. That's where all the kids go in the morning. So in the afternoon, you know, I just when I say have a good day, pretty girl, you know, and she went into the gym. In the afternoon, I was waiting for my second period class to come in, and I was just standing in the hallway because we greet the kids at the door. It's called threshold. We greet the kids at the door, so I was kind of outside my room, shooting the breeze or whatever as the kids were strolling in and acting a fool in the hallway. And then the little girl was way down the hallway. I don't know why. And she was like, she was like, ha, ha. And I was like, ha, ha, back to you, you know, ha. And so, you know, we were both exaggerating our highs. So then I, you know, taught class, whatever, didn't think anything of it. So now it's the end of the day, it's dismissal. Here, and I'm sitting by myself because I don't really, you know, have friends at the school. I just kind of started there in April, and I didn't get into my classroom until close to May. I didn't get into, so anyway, that's another story. So I'm sitting on the bench eating my Ritz crackers, and here comes the little girl again. So I was like, hey, pretty girl that you have, and she sits down next to me. I'm like, you know, it's like 1,000 kids in the gym. You want to come sit next to me? So, like I said, everything in life happens for a reason. And she was saying that, you know, and I remember our early conversation, her saying that, you know, she was in a system. And I don't know how we got on the subject. And I was like, oh, yeah. And we just started talking. She's a little tiny thing, too. And sassy. Don't make her mad. She'll curse you out something good. And so then we started talking. I was like, oh, I used to work at this children's home. You know, I used to teach there. And she stopped and she looked at me. She was like, are you Miss Bazzle? And I was like, yeah, how you know? She was like, they talk about you at this children's home. They talk about you at that school. And I was like, really? And she said, I live there. And I just hugged the little girl, and she was telling about one of my other sweethearts, and she's not doing so well, and I just hugged her. So now she is my daughter. So she so today, this was last week, so today here she comes, just busting in my classroom. We hadn't started yet, and she just comes and just runs into my arms, and I give her a big hug. And I had some leftover hot Cheetos that I was supposed to put on my pizza that I never put on my pizza, so I just took them because they're really too spicy for me, but I could eat like 1 or 2, but I figured I would give them to one of my students. And I was like, hey, pretty girl, you gonna have a good day today? I said, you want these hot Cheetos? I said, I got you something. And she was like, yeah, I love them. And I was like, okay, I'll try to bring you something else tomorrow, okay? Because like I said, she's in the, so it was just amazing how this little girl just gravitated to me, not knowing that we were, what is it, 6 degrees of separation. Out of this school of thousands of kids, this little girl, we just came together. We came together. I believe everything happens for a reason. She just comes in now. She just comes in, just runs into my arms and gives her a big hug and stuff. The sweetest girl. If you guys knew what some of these kids at the homes and stuff, the other little girl, her story, oh my God, I can't, that make my nerves bad. What these kids experience and what they have gone through from being, not her, but being rescued from sex trafficking, molestation, incest, drugs. The stories are just terrible. So, you know, showing any kind of love and kindness to some of these students, they don't get it. And like, for example, this girl lives at a children's home. Nobody is giving them that love and affection like that. Nobody. Nobody. Okay? So, I mean, it's the least I could do. She's, and I've never heard her curse. I don't know what she does outside of my room, but I've never heard her use profanity. She doesn't use it in front of me, and she just seeks me out. Then she came back to my class again. I'm like, yes, look, I'm in class now. And she says, okay, I'll see you at the end of the day, okay? And I was like, okay, see you later. Have a good day. Sweet, sweet little girl. But most teachers may not see that because the behavior overshadows what's underneath that layer of that child. Oh my gosh, that story, it just warms my heart, because you never know why God puts you in certain situations. Who knows, maybe I'm going through my chaos. And when I keep saying I'm going through stuff, I'm having problems with my home, so I'm more than likely gonna lose my home. That's a whole nother story. That's a whole nother story, and I had to come to terms with that. And so I'm feeling better. I've done a lot of crying and all that stuff. I was like, well, you know, everything happens for a reason. Maybe there's something greater and bigger in store for me. So I'm just like, Jesus, take the wheel. I'm like, but it could be worse. You know, it could be worse. I mean, one of my kids, I don't know, I don't even want to put my kids in that situation. You know, we could be at that children's home. You know what I'm saying? I'd rather have problems with my home than have that emotional struggle and conflict that they're going through. So if it's the least I can do is show the little girl some love, bring her some little Takis, and show it some kindness and care and loving, that's priceless. Would you say? So that's why when I say, you know, the help is not for me, for the classroom, is really for these kids. And just to bring them something so special and do something so special for them in the classroom, it just makes me so excited and so grateful how you guys are coming together and help me. And I even went as far as putting some lower price items on my Amazon wish list, because every little bit helps. You know, every little bit helps. Because right now the struggle is real, child. It's real. But you guys are gonna help me make it possible for those kids. And thank you. Don't get me to crying, child. Well, it is the end of the day. But don't get me to crying. Don't get me to crying. So that's why I say that although I may be going through a lot, and I may not always see the blessings or the silver lining, but I always know that it's there. I know that I'm blessed in other, you know, so many other ways. I know, because look how, you know, you guys have come together to help, you know, with the wish list and doing stuff for the kids and stuff. That's a blessing. I won't take it for me. Somebody got on my, you don't have no right to block out my blessing. You know, because I want to help you. I said, no, I can't. My spirit won't allow it for myself, but I'll allow it for those kids. I will. That I will swallow my pride for. All right, guys, I don't know, I done talked your head off. Half of y'all probably left by now. That's okay. All right, guys, make sure you give this video a thumbs up. Go back and give the video a thumbs up and share the channel and comment, because honestly, your comments really keep me going. You know, you have something positive to say, they keep me going, because there are some days I'm like, nobody's watching this stuff. You know, some days I go through my days where I'm like, maybe I should just throw in the towel. Maybe I should quit. I do. So when I get that comment, oh, you made me happy, or something like that, or, you know, I needed that laugh or something like that, it really means a lot. Or your prayers for me, they mean the world to me, because, you know, I'm not perfect, and sometimes I'm still working on self-love and not giving up and all that stuff, you know, in the midst of all of this darkness and chaos. But I do know that there are blessings out there, and everything happens for a reason. Okay, I done talked to you guys to death. All right, guys, I love you and thank you for everything. Until next time, later.